Disclaimer! I'm just a working mom doing my own dip powder nails. I'm not a trained professional. My hope is to inspire you by sharing my own creations. Enjoy! Thank you so much for stopping in for my Sweet Roses manicure. Before I can start creating new beautiful nails, step 1 is to grind off the shine of the previous top coat using a Dremel with a coarse grit sanding band. I find that speeds up the soak-off process, which will be step 2. Bye-bye, shine. Come in. Here is my homemade, tried and true warm acetone bath setup. A large bowl with very warm water, 2 quart-size freezer bags with a piece of paper towel in each one, and 100% pure acetone. I ball about a 1/4 cup into each bag. Warm that in the water and soak and wipe the nails away. After removing all the dip, I washed my hands and applied hand lotion. To prepare the nails, I trimmed to desired length, filed to desired shape, pushed back the cuticles, used a fine grit sanding block to buff the surface lightly, and a final clean using acetone and a lint-free wipe to remove remaining oils and debris. Now that I've prepped the girls, time to get gussied up. Gotta have that dip powder liquid base coat ready. Got that, and build powder. Starting with a dainty strip, applied down the center of the nail, not all the way to the cuticle now. Then dipping that into the build powder. And I'm off to the races to get the rest of the nails done. I do pause and count to 20 before brushing away all loose powder using a nice soft brush. I have a second coat of build powder to apply next. I like to put this one on in a wider strip, not all the way to the edges, and only about half the length of the nails. Now hear me. Build powder isn't necessary to a dip powder manicure, but I use it to shape and reinforce my nails so they last 2 weeks at a time, no problem. Okay, pardon me, while I slip into a third coat of build powder. This one I apply over 2/3 the nail surface to lock in that extra strength. Red rose foil applique over a pink dip powder base. Have my liquid base coat handy and now a light blushing pink. The first coat of pink I'll apply closer to the cuticle than the last coat of dip, but not all the way yet. I apply the coats progressively closer to the cuticle to minimize the dip thickness here for a prettier shaped nail without a bulky cuticle edge. The second coat of pink I will apply over the entire nail surface. Now that I'm pretty in pink, I'll go ahead and add a coat of clear dip powder. I found it's good to have an extra layer of dip powder before filing for more effective shaping and to protect the color layer. Before I start filing, I need to apply dip powder activator to fully harden them. I give that a setup time of at least 10 minutes. This is an appropriate opportunity to visit the powder room. Here you can see I've already filed and smoothed my right hand to show you the comparison. Now to get to work on my left hand. A coarse grit file board to straighten the sides and tips and all over shaping. A fine grit sanding block to smooth over that coarsely filed surface. And a buffing block to further refine. So exciting! First, I clean the nails using alcohol and a lint-free wipe, and I'll do the same for the back side of this foil strip of beautiful red roses. Here I've cut the foil into smaller pieces for each nail, and I'll apply a thin layer of nail glue. Then partial cure for 30 seconds under a UV lamp. Gotta let that cool a couple minutes first. Ready for foils. Using my tweezers and smoothing tool, I'll carefully place, then spend as much time as I need to completely transfer the foil image. I end up using the back of the tweezers to help get the edges down more cleanly. Then I check as I go and try to get the missed spots before removing the foil backing all the way. I love that! I'll finish up that UV cure with another 30 seconds. Some top coat over the top as well, with a 60-second cure. Looking great! How about one more coat with a final cure of 90 seconds? Love that so much. These roses are ravishing over the light pink dip powder nails. Foils are so much fun. Thanks for checking out my nail design with me. Go ahead, like, subscribe, and comment with any questions or feedback.